Hi everyone, this is Shaz, and I'm bringing you a live commentary over some Dead Island. Now, this video is specifically for MrXFactorGaming's channel, so I'm not going to upload it myself, but the reason I'm doing this is just to say hi to all his subscribers. I think he's got a great channel, and I just felt that it would be fantastic if he would show one of my videos there. And generally speaking, guys, just to let you know a bit about me, I'm from Scotland, just in case you weren't sure about the accent. But as I said, the main reason for doing this is just to introduce myself to all his subs, and hopefully you guys will come and check out my channel and maybe subscribe. Generally speaking, I play first-person shooter games, so that's kind of like where I'm at mostly. And so you'll see a lot of Call of Duty, a lot of Battlefield content, but I also play a lot of other games and kind of like mix it up a lot. So my channel's kind of like just a mass variety of video game content. So if you take the time, come and check me out and let me know what you think. Obviously, coming up to the release of Battlefield 3 and Modern Warfare 3, there's going to be a lot of kind of shooter content. So if you don't like shooter content, then maybe it's not for you. But I do like to post a lot of demos and betas, sort of gameplay as well, just giving people my thoughts. I do a lot of sort of commentaries with friends and subscribers. So you'll often find, like triple comms and things like that, and just having a laugh and enjoying ourselves. So as I said, I'm from Scotland now. I've been uploading videos for around about 4 months now, and my channel's sort of steadily growing. I'm doing this really because I have a lot of time on my hands, guys. So I do sort of suffer from long-term illness. So there's no other agenda behind doing this apart from the fact that I have that much time, and it's kind of good to pass a lot of time, not only just playing the games, but interacting with people. I've met a lot of really great people, from doing this, so I hope that continues. Anyway, back to the game, because you're probably wondering why I'm just sitting here on this menu. I just want to kind of do a quick kind of summary of what you do in this game, for those who haven't played it, and also just give you my thoughts on it. Now, so basically, as you can see, it's a first-person combat game, against zombies, ultimately. Now, there is a lot of elements like, say, Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, that type of thing, Left 4 Dead 2, and it's actually really, really good. Now, I prefer this game in co-op, and I've been having a lot of sort of co-op sessions, as you can see, disconnected from the game, so I wasn't planning on that, but that's probably because my game is set up for friends to join, so there you go. The beauty of live comms, you never know what's going to happen. But anyway, so the aim is really to go and do all these little quests or missions, and sort of interact with people and survive. Now, I'm currently got a few quests, and you go into this menu by pressing select on the PS3. So I've got a number of quests left, which one is to find the location of an aircraft, for example, which on my other game, because this is my second save file, I still can't find this damn thing. But anyway, I've got to go and check out 2 gas stations next and bring back 2 packs of juice. So I'm going to do that while I sort of do this live comm. And I don't do many live comms, guys, to be honest. Most of mine are sort of gameplay post commentaries, where I chat to people, and I really do like to have a bit of interaction with other guys, rather than do it solo. I just find it's more fun and more entertaining. So I don't know what your thoughts are. I mean, I'd be really interested to see what your comments are. I mean, I know that Mr. X Factor, there's a lot of different content that he shows, which is really good, and I also noticed that he's really supportive within the community. Now, one thing I will say about this game is there is a bit of lag and freeze up, and there's been a lot of issues with patches and things. So it's far from perfect at the moment. I've actually only picked this up on a rental, but the reason for that is quite simply because I'm not working. I can't buy all these games. So What I would say though is, if I don't, because I've only got it for a week, that if I don't do too well, then I might actually consider waiting till it comes down in price. But on the co-op side, this game is really, really good, you know. So I've reached this sort of location that I'm meant to go to. So I just really want to take out some of the zombies before I even get out this van, because, you know, they can kind of come pretty fast. And in the game, I've actually already been to this particular location, and so I'm noticing now that I'm returning that the guys that were inside aren't there. So I presume that they've been killed or whatever, which is a shame. But as I said, I mean, I'd like to really see what your comments are, you know, especially if you guys have played this game, because, you know, it's getting a lot of mixed reviews. But I think overall, it's doing really well, and it's something kind of completely different to what you're used to playing, especially a zombie game. Because you know, I play a lot of Call of Duty Zombies, and that's pretty much all I've been playing, and some Left 4 Dead 2 on the PC as well. And these are really good games. But the thing is, you know, they're very, you know, it's just repetitive, and you're just doing the same thing. So, sorry, well, I'm just thinking where I sort of heard some sort of zombie in my ear there. So I really don't want to mess about here. I want to get this, get the juice and get the hell out. So here we go. Yeah, sorry for the silences, but you know, as I said, I'm trying to. I don't normally do live comms, so this is not normal for me. But I'm just wondering if is it just the one juice, or is there any more in there? Yeah, and what I would say as well, guys, is to pick up absolutely everything that you see if you can. Reason for that is that, you know, you never know when you're going to need an item. So, right, so there we go. We've picked up the juice. I mean, I stayed in the vehicle, you know, purposely to take out most of the zombies, because otherwise they run at you, and you know, it kind of makes things a bit difficult. So let's just head back. It's taking me a different way though, so I don't know why it's taking me a different way. Let's just check. Two gas stations. Oop, my bad. Okay, here we go. Now this next gas station, just to let you know in advance, that I have actually done with my other game. You know, I have done this, and it's just that it was done a little while ago, which is why I can't remember exactly what was going on there. But it is quite tricky. But on two-player co-op, it was really good. You know, me and my mate Doc, I've been having a lot of fun playing this when it's not been freezing. And this girl wants some help here, but from experience, I'm not going to help her on this occasion. So let's just work my way around here. Because, as I said, the other gas station is a little bit tricky, so I might not be able to do it myself, but I'll give it a go for you guys, just so you can see, because I'd kind of like to. The same with this bit here, you know, there's like different missions that you come across, so you can pick and choose them. What I would say is that the whole aim of this game is to get XP. So, you know, the more challenges you do, the more kills you get, are going to give you points to level up. So when you level up, you've got skill abilities. If I just pause it here, let's have a look. Make sure there's no zombies around. When I mentioned skill abilities, they're in this page, so you can basically improve your combat, your survival skills. Because this is my other account, I'm kind of focusing on the combat side with this guy a bit more, just to see how it goes. You've also got an inventory screen with all your weapons. Now, weapons can be upgraded, repaired. It is really important to keep an eye on your weapons. Don't throw them away if they're broken. You know, you can actually repair them. So that's one little tip for you. And yeah, back to what I do. You know, as I said, I upload a variety of content. I've also got a little girl who's got her own YouTube channel, and although my daughter doesn't stay with me, when she comes over, we kind of share the same sort of passion for gaming and things like that. So we have sort of fun, and she does some gameplay commentaries as well now. So I'm kind of really supportive of that, which is great, because I think that sort of kids do need a lot of support as much as possible, to be honest. Now this, like I mentioned, this mission was kind of tricky for me and my mate, so it took us a little while to sort of go through it and figure out what we were doing. I personally want to just maybe try and get in and out here, but I know that there was a lot of zombies the last time up on the roof there. There's a guy, for example. So I don't want to mess about and do all the little things that you're meant to do. So I'm going to just try and get in here and just kind of go for it. Let's just see. I'm sure I had to move this. Yeah, so I mean, guys, listen. You're obviously hearing me for the first time, so I hope that you like my commentary style, and that you will sort of take the time to stop over and subscribe, to my channel, and more importantly, keep supporting MrXFactorGaming, because I think any director who takes the time out to support other channels, which is what I do as well. I do a subscriber spotlight where I like to sort of show off sort of my subscribers' content, and I don't do that so often. I did have a spell recently that where I did actually upload quite a lot in succession, so it's something that I want to go back to. So let's have a look. For a minute there I thought, shit, I need to do the power, because there's like power that you turn on or something here for, I think it's to do with something else, but as I said, this whole mission is to get the juice. And if you want to see more Dead Island, come and subscribe to my channel. But as I said, first person shooters is where my sort of passion is, so that's the majority of games that you'll see on there. But I have had some crazy stuff as well, guys, like Harry Potter and stuff like that, just where I'm chatting with people, just having a bit of fun, because gaming's all about having fun. So God, I really hate these noises. Let's have a look. I need that lighter. I was actually playing this the other night, in the dark type thing, and I had the sound up with my headset, and I kid you not, right? I'm a massive horror film fan, and generally speaking, I don't jump at anything, but for some reason, I completely crap myself at one point. I sort of turned the corner, it was dark, and the classic sort of movie moment. The zombies are all there. Turn my flashlight on, and I jumped out my skin. So that was quite an experience. So I don't think I can fit any more in here, so let's go back. I mean, although I only need 2, I'm taking 4, because I can just kind of put them at the safe house as such, just in case later on in the game I need more juice, and I think I probably will. So yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this sort of live commentary. Like I said, I don't do them often, so there's bound to be gaps and pauses, but if you check out my channel with some of the ones I've done, like there's one called the Pussycat Commentary, which I did with 2 of my good friends and channels that I also subscribe to, and we had a lot of fun doing that. So as I said, a variety of content. I really hope that I don't bore people, and I will be doing a lot of tips and tricks videos as well. And like I said, this is kind of like a walkthrough of this particular mission, and just to show you how the whole game sort of works. I'm not going to show you any more than this mission, because I'm kind of aware of the time, and it's it's not my channel, so I don't really want to upload something which is like an hour long or whatever. So sorry about the duration, but I do like to try and keep the videos as short as possible. Although saying that, I do have a couple of podcasts on my channel which are like over the hour. I think there is a radio show there, which is maybe a couple of hours. But these are videos that you don't need to necessarily watch the screen. You can just actually stick them on, listen to the audio, and as we say, Bob's your uncle. Just enjoy the sort of audio content. Now, when you get into these vehicles, there's a lot of achievements and trophies. So try and kill as many zombies as you can. There's one for killing 50, which I've already got, which is why it's not popping up. The game mechanics, apart from the sort of bugs and glitches, guys, graphics are pretty damn sweet, So there you go, messages. This is one thing I always keep meaning to turn my PSN messages off, but I like to interact with my subs and my mates, and I do like to play games with people rather than playing it solo. So I do keep them on. So it does get annoying for some people when they watch gameplay videos, but it's just a sort of personal choice. And I've made a complete arse of going through this gate. Here we go. Now, for some reason it's saying that I need to go back the way, so bring back 2 packs of juice. Let's just go and try that. I think there was like a submission that I must have passed, which is why it's doing that, but let's go. So here we go, we got back to the lifeguard base, and I'm going to go up and speak to, I call the guy Shinobi, because I don't really know how to pronounce his name. And I'll give him the juice, and you'll get a reward when you do these challenges. Well, they call them quests. Try and do as many as you can, because you pick up cash. Now I'm wondering, do I actually see this guy, or do I put the juice downstairs? Yeah, I've made a mess of this as well. This is what you'll find. You'll kind of go the sort of wrong places in this game, and it's just a learning curve, guys. I've had a lot of freezing issues. It kind of jerked there as well, so I'm kind of concerned about that, because I hate when my PS3 locks up and I've got to reset it. So I don't know if any of you guys have got it on the Xbox, PC, or let me know what experiences you've had with it. Anyway, so coming up to the end of the video, sorry for sort of it being quite long for my first video on Mr. X Factor's channel, but as I said, I think it's kind of good just to show you, rather than just a montage or a few minutes of this game. This is how it works. Just before I actually go, you can see I've got a wrench there. Kicking is kind of good as well for attacking. I've got a few weapons here. Slicer causes a lot of damage, and this is what happens. So you do your thing, and you go and talk to the guy.
I was losing hope. It's just what I was hoping for.
Okay, as you can see, that's actually allowed me to level up, which means I get a skill point. I pick some cash up from him, and he's offered me to talk to him again. Now, I'm not going to talk to him again because it's quite possible that he will give me another mission. So all I'm going to do here is just quickly go and show you what you do with the skill points. So I've got an available upgrade. I'm now level 10. Now, like I mentioned, I'm going to focus on the combat side. So once you actually spend 3 skill points in a row, it will open up the next one. So I'm really keen to open up this, so I'm going to just keep spending them in this category. And we'll go for this one. Exploit weaknesses, which is an increased chance to score a crit. I can't even speak. Guys, just so you know, it's 9:55 in the morning here in Scotland, so I don't know what time you guys are. But let me just spend that point on this. As you can see, I've spent 3, so it's opened up this one for the next one. Anyway, so like I said at the beginning, guys, come and check my channel out. Keep supporting the host channel as well, because I'm really pro community channel thing, MrXFactorGaming. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to post this commentary. Might actually give him another video, guys, if you liked what you see, and maybe do some of my old first person shooter action so you can see my skills on there. So until next time, have a fantastic weekend, and whatever you're doing, peace.